Be ready. 5 seconds. Start. Thereafter, the speaker fixed, for examination oblique cross examination of Sri Kuldeep Bishnoi, MLA, and his witnesses, and on the said date Sri Bishnoi's evidence was tendered and recorded. Stop. However, his cross examination could not be completed, and the next date for further cross examination of Sri Kuldeep Bishnoi was fixed for 6th June, 2011. Stop. In between, on 2nd June, 2011, the matter came up before the division bench of the High Court when directions were given for hearing of the petitions at least every week, that is at least 4 times in a month. Stop. However, on account of the sudden demise of Chaudhry Bhajan Lal, MP and former Chief Minister of Haryana, and also the father of Sri Kuldeep Bishnoi, the disqualification petitions were adjourned by the Speaker. Stop. On 21st June, 2011, the Speaker fixed all disqualification petitions for hearing on and for further cross-examination of Sri Kuldeep Bishnoi. Stop. The cross-examination of Sri Kuldeep Bishnoi was concluded before the Speaker, and 5th August, 2011 was fixed for recording the evidence of the MLAs. Stop. On 18th July, 2011, Letters Patent Appeal number 366 of 2011 and other connected matters were listed before the division bench of the High Court. Stop. The said appeal was heard on 3 consecutive days when judgment was reserved. Stop. Paragraph change. In the meantime, proceedings before the Speaker continued as since the same were not being concluded in terms of the assurances given, the division bench of the High Court directed the Speaker to file an affidavit on or before 11th November, 2011. Stop. Finally, being dissatisfied with the progress of the pending disqualification petitions before the Speaker, the division bench took up the Letters Patent Appeals on 2nd December, 2011, when directions were given for production of the entire records of the matter pending before the Speaker. Stop. On 7th December, 2011, the relevant records of the proceedings before the Speaker were submitted to the High Court, which adjourned the matter for further consideration. Stop. However, as alleged on behalf of the appellants, the bench was not constituted on 19th December, 2011, and without any further hearing of giving an opportunity to the Speaker's counsel to make submissions on the status report, the High Court proceeded to pronounce its judgment on the Letters Patent Appeals. Stop. By its judgment, which has been impugned in these proceedings, the division bench upheld the directions of the learned single judge. Also. Stop. Paragraph change. However, while disposing of the matters, the division bench stayed the operation of the orders passed by the Speaker on the merger of the HJC with the INC dated 9th November, 2009, it also declared the 5 MLAs, who have filed separate appeals before this court, as being unattached members of the Assembly with the right to attend the sessions only. Stop. It was directed that they would not be treated either as a part of the INC or the HJC party, with a further direction that they would not hold any office either. Stop. It is the aforesaid directions and orders which have been resulted in the filings of the several special leave petitions before this court by the Speaker and the 5 concerned MLAs. Stop. As a consequence of the order passed by the division bench of the High Court, the 5 independent appellants before us have been prevented from discharging their functions as members of the Haryana Vidhan Sabha, even before the disqualification petitions filed against them by Sri Kuldeep Bishnoi could be heard and decided stop appearing for the Speaker of the Vidhan Sabha, who is the appellant in the arising out of SLP number 54 of 2012, Mr. F. Nariman, Solicitor General of India, contended that this was not a case where the survival of the government dependent upon allegiance of the 5 MLAs under consideration, since the government was formed with the support of 7 independents and 1 MLA from the Bahujan Samaj Party. Stop paragraph change. In fact, the 5 MLAs against whom disqualification petitions are pending consideration before the Speaker, were not part of the government when it was initially formed. Stop. Mr. Nariman contended that the learned single judge decided the issue of merger in terms of paragraph 4 of the 10th schedule to the Constitution of holding that the two orders dated 9th and 10th November, 2009, were not final or conclusive, and that, in any event, when the disqualification petitions came to be decided, it would be open for the Speaker to reconsider the issue of merger. Stop. The learned Solicitor General emphasized the fact that there was neither any appeal nor any cross-page objection in respect of the aforesaid decision of the learned single judge, and even if the same fell within one of the exceptions indicated in Banarsi versus Ramphal, the judgment must still be held to have become final between the parties. Stop. The learned Solicitor General urged that all the decisions which had been are earlier to this judgment. Stop. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe.